Thanks for choosing to watch the video, and in this one it's something a bit different because we've got two parts of the video really. In the first part of the video we are going to visit J.W. Young, considered by many to be the benchmark in the very, very finest centrepin reels. And while we're there, we even build a centrepin reel, and then in the second part of the video we're going to take that reel and some of the other pins out on the river to do some river fishing, and we catch some fantastic fish. So there you go, that's what we're doing. Let's crack on with it. Here I am, I'm outside J.W. Young's. I'm really quite excited. It's like a grotto in there. This is where the pins are built. We're going to go inside now, have a chat with Chris, and yeah, just generally have a good look around. It's all pretty authentic in here, exactly as I'd expect. As I walk in, there's a collection of not only centrepins, but also some classic fixed ball reels. I've certainly owned some of these in the past myself. But it's a stunning series of technical drawings that immediately catches my eye, showing the level of detail and traditional design techniques that go into each of these reels. My eyes are then drawn to a stunning collection of reels on the far wall. Cue the voice of a posh bloke.
The J.W. Young story starts in 1884 in the Victorian town of Redditch, situated in England, lying close to the borders of Warwickshire and Worcestershire. Redditch at the time was considered the fishing tackle centre of the world. There were 24 other fishing tackle manufacturers in Redditch, including S. Alcock & Co. Redditch was to become the birthplace of one of the best reel makers this country has ever seen. His name was James William Young. Alcock & Co. knew talent when they saw it, and James Young's talent as a reel designer and maker were quickly recognised. They were soon working very closely together. It seems likely that James Young moved away from Alcock and established himself as a reel maker in his own right prior to the First World War. Showing tremendous foresight, James made a patent application for a reel improvement in November 1918. In very basic terms, the invention provides an efficient means of controlling the spin of the drum on a centrepin style reel. By 1939, it appeared that every major fishing tackle manufacturer in the country was ordering Young's reels. So, as you can see, owning a reel from the J.W. Young range means you could be part of 130 plus years of angling heritage.
Well, it certainly is like an Aladdin's cave in here, but I've been invited to see how these beautiful reels are made, and to do that we need to head into the workshop. Something I was keen to understand from Chris was, how on earth do you choose a reel from such a beautiful range of centrepins where each and every one of them looks completely magnificent? Well, I was told you have to consider, what does your fishing look like? Are you using a light rod and therefore you want a light reel to balance with it? For example, the Trudex is lightweight, the Heritage is heavier, and the Purist is heavier still. Holes are added into the reels, not just for the look, but these are carefully machined holes that reduce the weight of the reel. Are you static or are you roving? If you like roving, you might be interested in the super lightweight centrepin, for example, which is very light for a 4.5 inch pin, which is kind of a standard size. Do you want a line guard? Not all the reels come with these, and I quite like not having a line guard. However, I've been told that I'll wish that I had one when I'm out fishing on a windy day. The topic of bearings and not bearings came up, an obvious conversation to have. The true pins like the Triton and the Trudex, they don't have bearings. Most others in the range actually do. I'm told that a true pin, like a fine wine, will get better with age. The more you use it, the better it will spin. Whilst this isn't true of the reels with bearings, they certainly will still last for decades, and so both are a good option. We spoke about drag adjustment, which isn't on all of them either, and wasn't something that I thought I really needed. However, Chris highlighted that some anglers fish on the deck in deep, fast-flowing rivers, and being able to tighten the drag is essential to prevent your tackle getting whisked away in the strong current, something I'd not even thought about. Of course, there's aesthetics. Which one do you actually like the look and feel of? For example, do you like the classic closed face like on the Trudex, or do you like spokes as seen in the River Specialist and some of the other models? Budget and how much you want to spend has to be a consideration. It was explained to me that the price is governed by machinery. Generally, the reels with spokes and lots of holes, they take more time to build and calibrate, and it's that can affect the cost. By now my head was spinning more than one of Chris's pins, but safe to say all the reels are beautiful, silky smooth, and I was keen to learn more. So I feel very fortunate because we're actually now going to build one of these, and it's the Ray Walton centre pin. And as you can see, it's got this feature where I can actually turn it round, twist it round, and obviously that facilitates when you're going to cast. The line's going to come off the spool the front way. And like I say, yeah, I'm a very lucky boy because I've got Chris working away in the background there, and we're now going to build this centre pin. We're going to have it in green, and I'm going to be able to take it away with me. So what a place. Really enjoyed that, but as fascinating as that was, I am absolutely gagging to get out on the river, hoping to get some chub and barbel on the centre pin, and I'm going to do that now. So I do use the centre pin that we built in the workshop later on in the video, but initially I decided to get out there, target chub and use the super lightweight. Things didn't exactly go to plan. You got something a bit better. I think I know what it is. It's going to be a perch. A lot of minnows down here, so it's no surprise that there's perch as well. It's quite a nice one. Only a little hook, so hopefully it won't pop out. Yeah. Lovely. Look at you. Sod's law, isn't it? What it is. What is it? Yeah, it's a perch again. A bad one. Now, I thought the swim might be full of perch because the other fish went quiet. Is it? Look at this. Not what I was expecting to catch this morning when I brought the float rod out, but certainly not complaining. But lovely perch, cracking. So I'm out on the river again. I'm out with a centrepin reel with the missile floats, and I'm just going to do some trotting. First of maggots for the chub, and then I'm going to trot little pellets on bands to try and get a barbel. So I'm out with the Omega rods, and how about this for a bit of pin porn for you? We got the super lightweight at the front there. I've got that set up with slightly lighter gear for the chub. At the back, got the Triton, slightly heavier outfit. Both got the missile floats on. At the back, we've got Barbel. At the front, we've got Chub. Let's see how we get on. And it wasn't long into the session before a rather nice chub visited the bank. Obviously very happy with that, but could we get the barbel? Out trotting with the pins, first a chub and now a gorgeous barbel. Both just trotting with the missile floats. Happy with that. So we are back out on the river, and we're out with the pin that we built in the workshop. There it is, the Ray Walton. So yeah, let's have a quick go in the river. We're here to catch just whatever's biting. I've got a pouch of maggots. Let's see how we get on. Here we go. Out with the Ray Walton. Catching just anything that wants to bite. And there we go. Another lovely little silverfish. Another lovely little silverfish, look. Stunning. And there we are. That's the sort of fish that we're after today. Quite happy with loads of these. Beautiful little river roach. There's the pin that we built in the workshop, and what a stunning collection of roach. Just a lovely, lovely way to fish. No real specimens, but they don't have to be.
I just slipped those fish back, and as you can probably tell, we're starting to lose the light. How cool though to catch it on the Ray Walton that we built together in the workshop. Nice little bag of silvers. You know, we don't always have to be catching these big fish, specimen fish. That's just like therapy for me in the winter, catching little silvers like that. I absolutely love it. Well, I'm back at home, hiding from the rain. I want to say a big thank you to Elwyn Attwood, the author of this stunning book called A Century of the Art of Making Fishing Reels, and to Medlar Press for letting us use some of the imagery that's in this book in our video. I actually believe there's a second edition to this book, and certainly if you are interested in centrepin reels or angling heritage in general, and you want a copy of the book, then make sure you check out the description of the video, and I'll make sure there's a link there. And of course, a huge thank you to Chris and Vicky at JW Young & Sons, not only for letting me leave the workshop with a beautiful centrepin reel, but for just opening the doors to the workshop to us in the first place. If you want to view their full range of centrepins, again, I'll make sure that there's a link in the description. If you enjoyed this one and you want to watch more centrepin fishing, then maybe check out one of the videos I put on screen now. Thanks for watching, good luck in your fishing, and I will see you in the next one.